and welcome back to another Nordic exercise session. Today we're going to do a mixture of a bit of cardio, leg work, arms and strength work. Try and do a little bit of everything. Before I start, just to remind everybody that this is designed for Nordic Walking East Anglia clients who have learnt these exercises face to face with either myself or Mary and have learnt the appropriate modification for their individual needs. So we'll start today with a warm-up. We'll work from the bottom going upwards. So feet hip width apart, nice and parallel, and then just rocking from your heel to your toes. Think about just gently flowing through the body. Lovely. Tummy in, tummy tight. Relax the shoulders. Well done. And then we're just going to come up 10 times onto our toes. It gives those calves a squeeze and your head, crown of your head is growing tall to the sky. I think I've lost count. Give those legs a shake. We're going to have the poles across our body and then we're going to shoe the chickens. So hands running down the body and down the legs, heel down, toes up, and really feel that stretch. Roll the poles back to your shoulders. So changing legs as you go. Remember, tummy in. Try not to collapse in the middle. Well done. A few more. And roll your shoulder blades back as you go. So it's a double whammy. You're getting a leg stretch and a shoulder stretch. Wonderful. And you're warming up those shoulders and those arms. Couple more. Deep as you can. Lovely. Final shoulder roll to finish. And then keep the poles across the body. A little nice wide stance, poles above the head, and then we're going to do that torso twist that we regularly do in classes. Really focus on the whole of your core being engaged and strong, and you're going to let your feet go with you when you turn. So again, just start by bringing the shoulders to the ears and then drawing your shoulders away from your ears. So do that a couple more times. Breathe in and then breathe out, and one more. The focus is that your shoulders are nicely away from your ears. Tummy in, bottom tucked under, and we'll turn. So just let your feet go with you. Wonderful. Really try and keep strong in your middle. One more each side. And back to the front, and again a nice shoulder roll to loosen off. So we're going to go straight into our exercises today because we've got lots to get through, and the very first one is going to be a lunge, and we're going to do the north, south, east, west. So starting with the right leg, we're going to step forward. You can either have the poles down or the poles up, so I will do both, but we'll start with the poles down for the lowest modification. So a nice big step forward, drop the knee down and pushing up again off that foot, out to the side, and then again, and then stepping back, and then changing legs. We'll go back again with the left leg, out to the side, and then lunging forwards. So changing legs, stepping forward again, out to the side, and then stepping back. You should really be able to feel this in your thighs, in your quads, and we're trying to use our glutes to take the strain off our quads. Wonderful. Out to the side of the left leg, stepping forward. Go as low as you feel comfortable. One more set the whole way around. Wonderful. If you don't want to drop the knee too far, you don't need to. And last one. Really well done. Give those legs a little shake. Okay, so moving on, we're going to start to get our heart working a bit harder, and we're going to do some what I call static star jumps, or low impact star jumps. So arms and legs. Imagine that you're a star shape, so your legs are wide and you're going to be coming up into a sort of cross. Okay, so we're going to go pointing, and again this is a lovely stretch as we go. Think about lengthening. So you're coming down each time into a little squat and then going back up. You can point the toe if you want. Again, tummy in will help you with your balance, will help you use your core more, get more benefits if you're engaging your core. Keep that bottom driving you up again. Really well done. If you need to dip out and have a break, dip out. If you don't, carry on. Lovely. Think long. Think about lengthening your side muscles, lengthening your spine, lengthening your arms, your nice hip flexor stretch, and you lengthen your leg away behind you. It's really nice, free-flowing, good exercise, although it's making me puff a little bit, or rather a lot. Well done. We'll try and do 5 more on each side. So we're on 3, 3, 4, 4, make it really big, 5, 5, whew. Maybe not come to a sudden halt. Okay, give those legs a shake and give those shoulders a roll. So I forgot to say at the beginning, you might have noticed that I've got a bench here. So we'll do some more arm exercises. So I think while we get our breath back, we'll move on to some arm exercises, and then we'll come back into a little bit more cardio and leg work. So I don't need the poles for this exercise. Wonderful. So a bench or a chair or anything, a wall, something that's not going to move. I'm going to sit bench to start with, hands either side. So nice relaxed position, straight back. And as I bring, so my feet need to be just at right, and my knees are at right angles. My feet are a comfortable distance away from me. And the first stage, as I said before, was just to hover your bottom off the bench. Or we're going to go to lowering. So I'm going to do the full drop from elbows to my shoulders and then up to straight arm. So we'll try and do 3 sets of 10 for the maximum, but you can do 3 sets of 5 or 3 sets of 3, whatever is your level. Brilliant. I haven't been counting, so we'll call that 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Have a quick break, quick shake of the hands. Take a breath, take a drink if you need to, press pause, and then we'll move on when you're ready. I will count this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and keep your elbows going out behind you. 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. Another quick break. Shake of those hands, catch your breath, and then final set. Remember, the more you engage your core as well, your tummy, engage your tummy muscles, and that will help as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Really good. So while we're in this position, we'll do a quick hook over with the arm and just stretch your flat shoulder and breathe. Because you've worked them really hard, so give them a quick break. And the other side, arm across the body, encouraging that shoulder across. Try and keep a straight back. Look at the back of your head being in line with your spine. And one more big breath. So we'll move back to some more leg work. Okay. As you can see, I got far too hot and had to take my coat off, and having thought it wasn't sunny today, it definitely is. So I'm going to have the poles across my body. We normally do this walking like across half a football pitch, but because I'm trying to keep it within the camera range, I'll be walking across the camera so you can see what I'm doing. But if you want to walk the length of your garden, if you have a long garden, or if you want to do it when you're on a Nordic walk, standing, you can either have, again, the poles up or down, depending on how good your balance is. The more we engage our core, the more it's going to help our balance. So I'm having the poles across my body because it's a really good guide of how high I'm bringing my knee. If you're able to bring it all the way up to your pole, that's brilliant. If you only can go halfway, have a go and see what you can do. So I'm going to walk just slowly but purposefully, pointing my toes as I go. All right. Turning around. Quite a good balance exercise, trying to do a swivel in the middle. So really relax those shoulders, pull the tummy in, point the toes, get your knees as high as you feel comfortable. Brilliant, and then again, woo! I'm not actually overstriding. If you're out on a walk or something, you might want to do a bigger step. Again, that space limited here. Keep that tummy in. Think about your posture as you do this. It's a really good chance to think about, are your shoulder blades drawing down, sliding down your back? Is my chin tucked in? Am I looking ahead? Well done, we'll keep going to really feel the benefits. We want to feel like we've used our muscles at the end of this session. If you've had enough, drop out and have a little drink. Or if you want to keep going, just do a tiny bit more. I call this my dressage walk with our pointed toes. Well done, I can really start to feel it now. Keep going if you can. Keep that tummy in. Think about your posture. Think about your head position. Slide those ears back over your shoulders. We'll do 1.5 more back to position. Really good. We'll really start to feel it. Okay, and last one. Woo. Very good. We'll need to do some hip flexor stretches after that. Really well done. We're just going to finish off with a back stretch and a hip flexor stretch. So for the hip flexor stretch, big step back, heel down, and we're just going to tuck our pelvis under us and think about lengthening the front of the hip. So your upper half of your body is leaning very slightly backwards. If you want to test your balance and increase the stretch, you can lift your hands up. Equally, if you need to have the poles down, have the poles down. So remember to keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth as you enjoy the stretch. And every time you breathe in, try and think about lengthening that hip, lengthening the pelvis away from the hip bone. Right, and the other side. So stepping back, lengthen that leg away, tuck the bottom under, upper half of the body just very slightly leaning backwards and increasing that stretch. I'm going to lift the poles above my head. Tummy in, squeeze the bottom will help. Draw your shoulders down your back. Big breath in. And last one. Well done, lovely. So finally give those legs a shake. We'll just do a back stretch to finish off. Poles out in front and then walk backwards, sink the knees and just lengthen the tailbone away from the hands. Try and relax your shoulders as much as you can, keep the tummy tucked in and breathe. Just enjoy the stretch. Wonderful, big breath in to come up, chin to chest, and then breathe out as you roll up to standing. Well done. Lovely. So do feel free to do a few more stretches if you want to. We've run out of time for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're keeping well and safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.